The story began in the comment section of TikTok videos about investing. I came across a comment that caught my attention. At first glance, it looked like a real person named Steve Luca offering free training on how to invest, trade, and make big money for free. At first, everything on his profile seemed legit. Over 4,000 subscribers, lots of videos, and the same guy on all of them. Expensive champagne, Ferrari, Porsche, huge stacks of cash. Sounds interesting, right? So without wasting any time, I reached out to this guy and politely said hello. Just over an hour later, I got a reply from Steve. Hi, I believe you need professional assistance in trading profitably online. I responded, I have never done that. Steve wasted no more time and immediately offered to teach me his trading secrets. I will teach you. What's your age, name, country? Scammers often ask for personal details like age and country because knowing how much money a victim might have helps them decide how much to scam. Too little isn't worth their time. Too much might scare the victim away. I answered, I'm Patrick, from California, USA, 37 years old. Nice to meet you, Patrick. I'll be guiding you on how to make consistent income through day trading, copy trading. Okay? First, you will sign up and set up your account. Then you will fund your account and start the mining sequence, copy trade. After that, you will monitor your account's steady growth and money activities from your dashboard. I charge a 10% commission, which you remit after trades are completed and profits withdrawn. Now let's pause for a second and analyze this. This scammer has no idea what he's talking about. He's just throwing around fancy words, day trading, copy trading, mining sequence. These things have nothing to do with each other. Second, look at how he tries to trick the victim. He keeps mentioning a small 10% fee to make it seem harmless. That way you don't even think about losing your money. Because according to him, all he wants is a tiny cut of your profits. How much are you willing to start with? Instead of giving him a number right away, I decided to let him come up with a reasonable amount. So I asked, how much is required to start? With as low as $500 you can start. This $500 will yield as good as $4,500 within the first trading cycle. Interesting, right? A 9 times return in just one cycle. Sounds too good to be true, so I played along. How long is the cycle? 21 days of intense trading. Are your funds ready so we can proceed? Go to his address, sign up and notify me. Lesson number 1. Never click on suspicious links even if they come from somebody you know. While analyzing Steve's platform, I decided to play along. I told him that I had funded my account and I was following his instructions step by step. For obvious reasons, I can't share the details what I did next, but let's just say Steve clicked on something he really shouldn't have. The moment he made that mistake, I instantly gained access to his phone camera and finally saw who was actually hiding on the other side of the screen. Even though the scammer was using a VPN and his IP address showed that he was in United Kingdom, time zone settings don't lie. The time zone on his phone clearly told me this guy is actually in Africa, most likely in Nigeria. On top of that, based on the device data I retrieved, I can also say that he's using an iPhone 11. Since the scammer's website is barely functioning at this point, I will show you another fake investment platform. This one was run by less skilled scammers who still managed to scam people out of over $2,000 in the last 6 weeks. At first glance, these scam websites often look very similar or even identical to real financial platforms. An inexperienced internet user might have a hard time telling whether they are on a legit website or not. So let me share a simple method that can help you avoid losing your money in the future. The easiest way to verify a website legitimacy is a Google search. But what if Google returns very few results? That's your first red flag. Well-known platforms will have tons of indexed pages and reviews on Trustpilot. Let's take a look at the bottom of the website. It claims to have been around since 2013. But in the About Us section they say, "We've been putting our clients first since 2016. Alright, maybe the first 3 years they didn't care about their clients. Just one line below, they proudly state, "For more than 5 years, we've been empowering clients by helping them take control of their financial lives." So which one is it? To get the truth, let's use a tool called WhoisLookup. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to try it yourself. This tool lets you check a website's ownership, domain registration date, and other key details. In our case, the most important piece of information is right here. The domain was registered less than 3 months ago. I think that pretty much answers the question, right? The website itself looks pretty standard, a simple registration process that doesn't ask for too much personal information. Once inside, you can see your balance and portfolio just like on the real investment platform. But the only thing I was actually interested in, the reason I signed up, was the deposit section. These scammers only accept payments in cryptocurrency, and since all crypto transactions are recorded on the blockchain and publicly accessible, I can track the wallet and check their transaction history. So let's hit deposit, copy their Bitcoin wallet address and check it on the blockchain. Right now, the scammer's wallet holds $616. The first transaction was received on January 13th, which means that over the past 6 weeks they've managed to scam people out of a little over of $2,200. Getting back to the fake Steve and making sure the scammer can't file a complaint and take this video down, I blurred his face, but trust me, he looks nothing like the guy we saw on that TikTok profile. Let's take a snapshot of the real Steve's face and use a reverse face recognition search tool to dig up more information about him. Bingo, his face popped up on multiple websites, including one called steveluke.co.uk. Using this information, I ran a quick Google search and found the real Steve Luke's profiles, the ones the scammer stole the videos from to create a fake TikTok account. And through that account, he managed to scam people out of over $174,000. Yes, $174,000. I have no idea how, after all this time, his fake TikTok account still hasn't been banned and is still being used to scam people. So I'm asking all of my viewers who use TikTok, please go report this account for fraud. Let's shut it down together. I entered their website address into a lookup tool, and I was shocked. I've never seen scammers this careless before. They didn't even hide their personal details. Full name, phone number, email address, all out in the open. Daniel III, organization, Dan Baba Business Enterprise. But wait, what if these details are fake? What if these scammers left this info on purpose to throw out of anyone investigating them? I ran a reverse email search. Bingo! This same email address is linked to 75 active domains. After that, I searched for the phone number in Google, and there it was. Right away, I found all of Dan's social media accounts. On Instagram, Dan advertises professional web development services, proudly displaying the same phone number used to register scam websites. In another post, he shares Monday motivation and spreads positivity. So it turns out Dan isn't just a scammer, he's also a businessman, a web development, branding and marketing specialist. Both his Instagram and TikTok profiles list the same contact details as his scam sites. And on his personal website, he even showcases his team, who probably have no idea what Dan is really up to. On the About Us page, Dan writes, Elite Dan Baba Global Limited is a cutting-edge brand strategy and consulting firm dedicated to empowering businesses to reach new heights. Our team of experts leverages innovative solutions, data-driven insights, and creative expertise to help clients. A small voice in the back of my head kept nagging me. There's no way these scammers are this dumb. I mean, if there was a global competition for the world's dumbest criminals, they would win the first place without any competition. Could someone really be running a business, creating websites, and leave this many obvious clues behind? I had to find out, so I decided to message Dan directly and ask him a few questions. Hey man, I've heard you can help with these fake Bitcoin investing sites. Good evening, sure. What's the best scheme to run, and how much profit could I expect? You need a website where people can come and invest, right? Yeah, but the fake ones, cargo or Bitcoin investment scams. I hear you're good at creating these scam pages. Yes bro, so which one do you want now? Which one is the most profitable? At this point I somehow lost part of the conversation screenshots, but I clearly remember that Dan explained me that with the scam website he provides, scammers are pulling in at least $4,000 per week from both fake investment and fake shipping scams. So I asked him, how much does it cost to get a scam platform? A fake investment platform costs 250,000 Nigerian naira, which is around $160. A fake cargo scam page costs 200,000 Nigerian naira, which is around $130. And then, to my surprise, he even sent me admin logins to test out his platforms. So guys, do these scammers deserve the title of world's dumbest criminals? I will leave that for you to decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This was Scam Busting Bureau. Stay smart, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.